I'm excited to introduce a true difference maker in our community. Marco Zarate has been instrumental in the development of educational programs for Hispanic students. As the co-founder of the North Carolina Society of Hispanic Professionals, he has served more than 17,000 Hispanic and Latino students from more than 50 school systems through scholarships, seminars, mentors, tutors, motivational presentations, and their annual Hispanic Education Summit. For these contributions, Mr. Zarate is being honored in the category of business for our Hall of Fame. Hi, I'm Tanvi Dongre, and I'm a senior at Apex High School. I'm very involved with business at my high school and hope to pursue it in college. Today, I'm excited to chat with Marco Zarate. Mr. Zarate, tell us what inspired you to become a difference maker.
Well, I have to start saying that I was raised believing in education. I started my journey in investing in the education of Latino students here in North Carolina in the late 1990s. And this was seeing the influx of Latino students in our public schools through the eyes of my wife, an ESL teacher, and knowing the high dropout rate that we had at that time in North Carolina, and also the low representation of Hispanics in higher education. Our thought was, if we don't help these children, we are not going to have the professionals that we wanted for our state, the skilled people that we wanted to contribute to the progress of our state. So with the combination of my experience as an engineer in corporate America and knowing firsthand the importance of diversity and the importance of the representation of Hispanics in our workforce, with the experience of my wife as an educator, and the fact that there was not an organization with a similar mission of something aligned with our vision, we decided, along with two other couples, to co-found the North Carolina Society of Hispanic Professionals with the only mission of promoting education among Hispanic youth. I strongly believe that education is a key equalizer. Definitely. And it is also the foundation for a lot of good things to happen, including workforce development and economic development.
Now, has there been a difference maker that maybe you grew up looking up to and whose characteristics you try to emulate?
I'm not a teacher, but I have been around educators all my life, even before I was born. My mother, a teacher that at the age of 18 years old in 1940 started her own clerical school, later becoming a middle school. 18 years old in 1940. And also, along with my father, raised their 6 children, believing in the power of education. And also teaching us by example to give back to our community, and also to help others that have had less opportunities than us. So I think the way that I was raised, including believing in education, it has a profound impact in my passion and dedication to education. And also, especially to try to help others to realize the importance of education as a means to succeed in their lives.
So what advice would you give young people, maybe young Hispanic people, as they pursue higher education and a career?
During these difficult times and challenging times, I wanted to ask all of the students to keep hope and be resilient and continue doing their responsibilities as a student. Definitely. Also, I wanted to remind them that their education and their career is not about their parents It's not about
Definitely.
your friends,
Right.
nor your teachers. It's about you. It's about the student. An advice for students about their career is to follow their dreams, to prepare themselves and have a plan to achieve whatever is your career goals that you may have, and always try to find the way to make them happen. Also, to find for opportunities to acquire life skills. And also, whatever it is that you have chosen in your final selection, before that, learn about different career paths before your final selection. Teamwork and life skills is nowadays key components to have a successful career. Also, in your path through your career, look for mentors. Look for mentors, and remember also the power of networking, which it is a lot of times key in that career that you may follow.
Have there been any mentors in your, corporate journey maybe that you think about a lot?
Sometimes it doesn't have to be the official mentor with the title. It's somebody that you look for that person, and you have seen that it is a path, probably a similar path that you wanted to follow. But also sometimes you need to have a second opinion, a third opinion, and just to be sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do to achieve that particular goal that you have. But also sometimes, it's mentors and networking is not anything new.
Right.
My mother, I'm sure that when she was 17 years old, there was somebody, a mentor that told her, you can do it.
Yeah.
Go for it. You can do it. And obviously, you have to put all your mind, your heart, and things will happen. Be resilient.
Had there been any students that your organization has worked with, maybe that story that really inspired you?
Well, it's after 20 years, more than 20 years, it is very rewarding to come across students that they came, for example, to our programs. And now they are in college, for example. Yeah. And they are already working for a company. I remember one student that I met him later when he was actually going to college. And talking with him, he said, I came when I was in 9, 10, and 11th grade, I went to the Hispanic Educational Summit, which is a conference for middle and high schoolers. Right. And he said, right there, it clicked to me that education is the key. And I wanted to come to NC State University to study electrical engineering. He went to a community college. And being in the community college, he wanted to transfer.
Yeah.
And he applied to the Goodnight Scholars. And actually he got a full ride scholarship. And now he is in his last year studying electrical engineering at North Carolina State University.
Wow.
But that summit kind of clicked his mind.
Yeah.
And he said, I wanted to come to this university. It is what we are trying to do.
Yeah.
And the work of the organization is the work for a lot of people. Because we're talking about a lot of students in our state.
So what kind of things does your organization do, maybe in addition to the summit, that kind of helps students understand the importance of education?
All of our activities and programs are educational. And The Hispanic Educational Summit is the largest conference for middle and high school students. We have served close to 18,000 students.
Wow.
Every year. Around 700 of these students from 50 counties in North Carolina come to this summit. We have a college scholarship. We have an STEM, Tu Portal STEM project that it is encouraging Hispanic students to go into STEM. Also, we have a conference called Mi Éxito la Universidad, My Success the University, which actually this is an event that parents and students come to receive information about how to apply to universities, colleges, etc.
As we move forward in these challenging times, tell us about your hope for the future.
My hope for the future is that all schools in North Carolina embrace all children, regardless of their background. Also, to continue closing the achievement gap among our students, and also to continue bringing equity into our classrooms. You know, when good things happen to our students, good things happen to North Carolina.
I agree.
And good things will happen to everybody living in North Carolina. The Hispanic student population nowadays is more than 19% of the total North Carolina student population. And the future of the Hispanics in North Carolina is going to depend on the education of this and attainment of these children and young people. And as I said, once our students do good, everybody in North Carolina will do good. I hope the doors of our community colleges and universities are wide open to Hispanic immigrant students and dreamers by providing in-state tuition for those students that are ready and prepared to continue with their post-secondary education. I have heard what they want is an opportunity to become a productive citizen and fully contribute to the success and progress of our North Carolina. To end, also I would like to, as an STEM professional, somebody has been working for more than 20 years in helping students to pursue a career. I wanted to encourage individuals from all businesses and careers to take time to connect, make a connection with our students through Wake Ed, NCSHP, Society of Hispanic Progress, and many others. And for them to offer as a role models and mentors. It is amazing that sometimes our students, they haven't had the opportunity to be talking in front of them with a professional. And that's key. And I wanted to encourage them to make that connection. And I assured them that the impact in these students will be extraordinary and very rewarding. Quiero hacer una invitación a todas las personas, independientemente del tipo de negocio o carrera que tengan, que tomen el tiempo para conectarse con organizaciones como Wake Ed Partnership, la Sociedad de Profesionales Hispanos y muchas otras, para ofrecerse como modelos a seguir y mentores para nuestros estudiantes. Es increíble, muchas veces nuestros estudiantes no han tenido la oportunidad de estar frente a frente a un profesional, alguien que fue a la universidad y que tiene esa experiencia de vida. Los exhorto fuertemente a que toquen las puertas y se unan a estos esfuerzos para ayudar a nuestros estudiantes a tener esa conexión. Les aseguro que es una recompensa increíble y muchas veces lo que uno gana como profesional, aprendemos mucho también de nuestros estudiantes.